What's up, Fragrant World? Welcome back to another Stay Fresh production. My name is Justin Copeland. On this channel, Stay Fresh Productions, we talk about everything fragrance related. If you have an interest in that kind of content or in learning about fragrances, you are in the right place. Please consider subscribing, hitting that notification bell so you never miss a video. And please hit that like button. It really does help with my visibility across YouTube. Thank you very much. I'm holding my phone because I want to keep my thoughts succinct. Today we're talking about a fairly controversial topic. It's something that's been on my mind maybe for a couple years. You may have noticed I don't do most complimented fragrance videos on my YouTube channel. Now, you might wonder, well, why? Why is that? It seems like a very trivial topic. It seems like a very inconsequential topic, and it is. But so much weight can be placed on fragrances, and especially when it comes to evaluating them. And I get this all the time. I get all kinds of messages and comments, people saying, does X fragrance get compliments? Whatever my answer is has nothing to do with you. And I've gotten that so many times, and it's just chipped away at my resolve little by little to the point where I felt like, okay, I gotta make a video about this. So we're talking about compliments today. Again, I'm using my phone, so forgive me. I will be reading. You can see these are my thoughts. I'm not like reading from a website. I wrote all these notes down. This won't take long. I'm just gonna give you my thoughts. These are my polarizing beliefs. Let's just get these out of the way. Compliment factor as a metric for rating a fragrance is futile, and therefore, so are most complimented lists. Now, before you come at me with the pitchforks, this does not invalidate anyone who shares with you their most complimented fragrances. Not at all. Again, that is harmless. But what it does mean is that you as a viewer and or a consumer, you need to be very cognizant while you watch these types of videos. All right? Here's my second belief. Any fragrance can get you compliments.
Any fragrance
can get you compliments. Yes, any fragrance can get you compliments, because every fragrance works for someone, unless it smells like bodily secretions or waste. Chances are low with that, and there are fragrances that do smell that way, but even then I could be wrong. Someone might find Secretions Magnifique actually appealing on your skin. Let's not count it out. There's almost 8 billion people in this world. You never know. There's something for everybody. So getting compliments depends on the harmonious combination of these factors. Bear with me. The first factor is scent profile. It is important to know that certain scent profiles are more effective with certain factors in terms of how they combine together. At a fundamental level, we must understand the difference between different types of scent profiles. What are scent profiles? Things like citrus aromatic, woody, aquatic, gourmand or sweet, etc. It is well known that certain scent profiles can technically get you more compliments over others, especially when these profiles are familiar and they do not remind people of unpleasant odors, as I mentioned earlier. However, the right combination of the following attributes with scent profile means that any fragrance, even the stinkiest oud fragrance, can get you plenty of positive attention. So here's the second factor, performance. Now, generally, a stronger fragrance can get you more compliments. Yeah, that's true. We don't talk about that a whole lot, especially if you're going out into the world, if you're gonna have room for your fragrance to breathe. If you wear a powerful fragrance, you're bound to get more compliments. And oftentimes, especially the lay person, but even us as fragrance connoisseurs, we can think that, oh, our fragrance is going to be too strong. I definitely fall prey to this all the time. I'm like, oh, I don't want to put on too much. It'll be too strong. Unless you're in an elevator or in a warm room with a bunch of people and no air circulation, then yeah, it could be too much. But you'd be surprised how much your fragrance actually moves around the room and doesn't just get in someone's face and just stick there, as long as there's air circulating. So if it's stronger, it will be better detected. Similarly, applying more of a less stronger fragrance can get the same effect. Obviously, if it's not as strong, if it's a weak scent, you put on more of it, you're going to increase your chances of being noticed. However, obviously too much of a strong fragrance will definitely detract from your chances of getting compliments. Okay, so that's how performance plays a role. That's pretty self-explanatory. The next factor, third factor, is personality. How you behave and treat others around you will also determine you receiving unsolicited compliments on your fragrance if people do like it. If you are quiet and shy, people will simply be less likely to broach your bubble and say, hey, you smell good. Just simple as that. Style. Yes, the way you dress must be considered with a number of factors, these little sub-factors, if you will. Number one, does it complement the scent profile you're wearing? A bright, fresh, inviting scent mixed with a very bright and vibrant outfit. Your style is blending with your scent profile. It creates a harmonious blend and it just works. People notice that even subconsciously. On the same token, an opulent scent plus formal attire, something sweeter, resinous, warm, rich, woody mixed with darker colors, more sleek fitting clothing, a suit, a nice dress. Obviously these things, they just go together. They're not really rules. You don't have to do this, but for some reason our brains are just wired to piece things together in this way. So if you want compliments, think about how these pieces come together. Second sub-factor is, regardless of the scent, is the way you dress pleasant? Do your clothes fit your body type? And how appropriate are they for the setting? We hear this kind of stuff all the time. Wearing the right clothes to the right occasion. Well, the same thing applies to your fragrance, and we have to consider, how does your fragrance actually match your style, your setting? As mentioned above, the setting matters. An aromatic citrus profile is typically more casual and works more in casual situations and in casual attire. Lounging at home, going to the gym, hanging out with friends, whatever it may be. Time of day also does play a role. Wearing a rich and sweet scent to work can get you compliments, but a fresh, spicy, and woody scent might do even better. These are not absolutes. I'm not telling you what will and what won't happen. I'm just using the logic and trying to put pieces together here. Contrarily, that rich and opulent scent might get you better or more compliments on an evening date or night out, more so than it would, again, in the office. Our final main factor is the taste of those around you. And this is the thing we cannot control. We have zero control over this element. Depending on perhaps the demographic of people you're spending time with, certain scent profiles will appeal to certain groups of people more than others. All right. So at the most crude level, perhaps more sweet and playful scents will appeal to more juvenile audiences, while more mature and even vintage smelling fragrances will appeal to older folks. None of this is absolute, once again, but it is something that we can keep in mind when deciding which fragrance to wear. So now that we've talked about how to get compliments, let's dive a little bit deeper. How much do compliments matter to you? Do you wear fragrances to get compliments? Do you wear them for your own enjoyment? And are compliments simply a bonus? Whatever your reason is, it's all valid. All of it is valid. However, I believe that saying a fragrance is no good because it doesn't give you compliments is ridiculous.
Come at me.
That is compliments' biggest downfall as a metric. All it means is that that fragrance does not mesh with your particular combination of personality, style, and your typical settings, while it might work better for others. So all I'm doing is throwing more pennies into the well of the idea that fragrances are so subjective. We can see what works for other people and we can try for ourselves and it might work. You know, someone might say, hey, this fragrance gets me compliments, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna try it. And then you try it and it gets you compliments. That's great. If that happens, then like, man, everything lined up, life is good. But if it doesn't happen, you need to be very critical and be like, okay, this fragrance did not give me compliments, or it is not getting me compliments. Not because it is a bad fragrance, but because maybe it just doesn't mesh with my combination of factors. The things that make me who I am, my personality, how I dress, how I carry myself, the type of people I hang around, the type of settings I'm in. These are the things to think about. So I'm just trying to have you think more critically about the kind of content that you're absorbing on YouTube when it comes to get these fragrances if you want compliments. Again, there's nothing wrong inherently with saying that. It's just now up to you as to how you're going to receive that information and how you're going to apply it. That's all I'm saying. So those are my thoughts on compliments with fragrances. I hope this all came out making sense. I would love to know your thoughts on this matter. This could be opening the can of worms all the way up. Just take the top off, throw it away. But that's what we're here for. So let me know what you think down in the comments. Let's have a conversation about it. I do hope you consider subscribing if you have not already. Join the Fresh Squad here on YouTube. It costs you nothing. You can always change your mind later. Thank you so much in advance. Thank you so much for tuning in. Peace. I'll see you in the next one.